Cougar fans, welcome back to part 2 of our interview here with Mafi. I'm very intrigued because I love watching rugby, but I don't know the rules, don't know what I'm watching, but I see highlights, I see these dudes getting knocked out. I'm like, this is sick. So I have much respect for the sport. I couldn't play because I'm too scared. To be completely honest with you, I'm scared of getting it with no pads on. So I don't know what the recruiting process is like for rugby and the process of getting to the collegiate level. So you want to shed a little light on that for me?
Yeah, so how it started is I played rugby at Harriman, and like we're one of the top teams in the country actually over there. So we have like a lot of coaches over there who kind of try and feed us into like going to play college rugby. So we played like a lot of we played at nationals and stuff like that, and so kind of what goes into it is when you play like those bigger tournaments or like you get selected for a certain team to go play like, you know, outside of the country or something. A lot of people from like, you know, coaches, they'll reach out to certain players that they like just when they see them playing at those tournaments most of the time. Well, at least that's how it was when I was like in high school 5 years ago. But they would just reach out to you, like whoever they liked seeing playing at those certain tournaments, and then that's how they would reach out to them. You know, they would go talk to the coaches first, because like a lot of the time they just email the coach or whatever, and then that's how they get them to like go on a visit or something like that. I didn't do any of those visits to like any other schools because I was kind of set on just wanting to come play here at BYU anyways. Because two of my coaches actually there, our head coach, and then like in rugby there's forwards and backs. So our forwards coach is actually here at BYU too. So both of our coaches from Harriman moved over from Harriman, and then they switched to BYU after I graduated. So I guess it kind of all worked out in terms of like recruiting. They just already like, oh, you come over here and be on the team, man. So it's not like, you know, a lot of other sports where you have to come in for a visit or something.
Yeah. And so you served a mission, right?
Yeah.
Where did you serve a mission at?
So I started my mission in Tonga.
Okay.
But then after like 6 months, I was reassigned to Northern California.
Okay.
So it's called Roseville.
Gotcha. And so taking that time off of rugby, were you able to like to train out there at all, or like what was it like trying to come back from that from your mission and get back into your rugby body?
I thought that I did like a pretty good job at like, you know, not gaining too much weight on my mission. Yeah. Because like a lot of people, you know, they'll come back and they'll gain like 50 pounds or something. I think I only gained like maybe like 15 pounds like on my mission, and then I like worked out a lot. Sometimes more than I should have. Because, you know, like my mission president would, like, he's like, you know, be kind of strict on, like, you know, don't wake up before 6:30 and stuff like that. Oh, wow. But, like, you know, during COVID and stuff, there's not really much you can do. Yeah. So, like, before he said that, I was, like, waking up, like, at 5:30, 5 o'clock, and then just working out for, like, 2 hours or something in the morning, going on, like, runs and, like, I had this weight set that one of my members actually gave me, so like it was like a full-on bench and squat like rack. So like I would just like disassemble it and like reassemble it every time that I moved areas. So I don't even know how I was able to do that and like fit it in like the mission vehicles or whatever, but a lot of the time like I just kept working out even, and then my mission president actually gave me like some extra time when I'm like, I'm gonna come back home, so like, can I have like a little bit extra time to like get ready for rugby and stuff? So he's like, fine, you can wake up at 6 o'clock now instead of 6:30.
So when you're talking about, you know, that having that weight set, there was an elder in my nation over in Japan. So like none of us had like real like workout equipment or gym equipment. He would get these plastic garbage bags and fill them with sand, and he would duct tape them all around. He was at the Naval Academy. Oh, yeah? And so he was like had to stay in shape like that. So he has this probably a 30-pound medicine ball, but like duct tape plastic bag medicine ball that he'd leave at every single area he was in. What the heck? And that's just what that reminded me. That's like.
And then the next missionaries would just come in and
they'd see this bag and be like, "What are we supposed to do with this?" Yeah. Like, working on a mission, like definitely it's not your first goal, but I mean that's definitely is. So coming back in, what was like, you know, kind of adjusting again back into, you know, starting school, starting rugby. Tell me about that a little bit.
So this is like kind of a quick transition because I came home November 2021, and then, you know, school starts in January. Yeah. So I had like a month of time to get ready. So that was kind of like a rush transition. But on my mission, I decided that I wanted to get into the like exercise science program, and like after I came home, I went through that for like about a year and stuff. So I really enjoy it so far, but I might switch majors.
Yeah. I haven't changed once.
Yeah, so, it's like a cool major and stuff, but maybe it's not exactly what I'm looking for in a career.
Mm-hmm.
But the transition and then coming back into rugby was like pretty like smooth, I would say. It was fast, but it was like pretty nice.
All right. That's unfortunately going to take us for a time for a part 2. We could definitely go on long, but good that we have 2 more parts left. So Cougar fans, be sure to stick around for part 3 and 4 of our interview with Mafi, and go back and watch part 1 if you haven't already. Some good content, getting to know rugby a little bit better. We'll probably go into a little bit more about rugby and the actual game itself in these future segments. But thanks for watching. Be sure to stick around for those future parts. Thank you for watching this interview. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss the other 2 parts of this interview, plus all of our other interviews we do with BYU athletes. We also like to give a special thanks to our Cougar Board insiders for making this possible.